Saya ada di sini, doktor. Doktor nampak saya punya ni, doktor?
Yes, your paper is on purposes of using social media from the Islamic perspective and its
Okey.
importance in creating a sustainable environment for social media use. Wow, a mouthful. The title is too long. Okay, if you are ready, please start.
Okay, I'm ready. First, apologize before I'm in English not very good, but I try my presentation. Okay, Prof.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Okay. My uh, apa nama tu kajian my case the purpose of using social from the Islamic perspective, uh, and it important in creating a sustainable environment for social media. Okay, my apa nama ni ahli my group Sisti Fatima. She my student in master at Akademi Pengajian Islam. So ni Muhammad Syafiee, Dr. Azad, Dr. Dr. S. Saludin Suyurno, Dr. Muhammad Sofyan, and Dr. Ilyas Hakim. Hmm. So I want discuss this topic, introduce literature review, methodology, result, and conclusion. Okay. The introduce. Mana dia? Hilang dah. Uh, okay. You are we are now the apa, this time it is a technology very good lah. The apa ni we are uh, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, WhatsApp, and whatever lah. Uh, Now, uh, they are um, uh, the objective, using the social uh, uh, many many objektif lah, any objektif, pelbagai objektif, um, but the many objektif this not the perspektif, not kaitkan dengan perspektif Islam. So the impact, the apa tu impact is the case dia not have berhubung kait dengan this the apa nama tu objektif perspektif Islam. Ni is memberi impact example apa nama propaganda, uh, apa nama tu pornography, and plagiat, and very then any problem. Okay, so this is a problem time, my problem dia responsible social media is important because we associate have made media has many benefit, kan, because ada for education, for presentation, for example this time for apa ni also for social media, but there's the this many of the objective for the media ni membawa kepada isu and isu example cyberbullying, propaganda, uh, saya apa nama tu um, um, uh, apa nama lagi tu uh, penyebaran media, penyebaran apa nama penyebaran ilmu sesat dan sebagainya lah. Okey. So the objective my this kajian uh, kita nak cuba kaitkan the objektif sebenar penggunaan media ni, bagaimana nak dilihatkan daripada perspektif of the syariah lah. Okay. So kalau kita lihat daripada kajian-kajian lepas,
Mr.
ya, beberapa
Shafi'i, you
kajian.
have to speak
Yes.
in English because
Okay,
we
okay.
have international participants.
Okay, okay. This you are late for literature review. You know uh, how many the apa nama, objective in the sub for the media sosial. Example, the social media sosial, the buat apa nama tu untuk for that is study for um, social media, media sosial, for untuk any objektif lah. But yes, the literature review not have the for uh, uh, perspective, not have the perspective maqasid syariah. Okay. So this my methodology. We are for analysis first. We are analysis the data, studies the for us study us thematic analysis, and we are uh, we are the apa ni methodology to the semi interrogative interview. We are interview the as combination for communication student and Islamic students. So result this the analysis we are uh, 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 list the objective for media perspective Islam. We must objective the media system uh, first propagating Islamic teaching. This is a dakwah. Um, Two, fostering unity and relation. Ukhuwah, this is an example, media social. Three, third, facilitating knowledge sharing and education. Example, lecturer to the students. For enjoining good and for harm. This is a example, TikTok, Facebook, IG, and five, maintaining and digital well-beings. So, conclusion, the introduced global implication of online interacted that again which the principle of Islamic value can utility social media as a platform for fostering interfaith dialogue, dispelling misconnection and promoting cross culture understanding. Uh, be this conclusion. I want us the for the uh, media social very good, but you not objective the maqasid syariah in application in media social, maybe uh, application media social to the many objective and very not good example, cyberbully and any very and many uh, not many apa ni bullies, apa nama tu, propaganda, um,
You have 1 minute,
sex,
Mr.
and
Shafi'i.
okay.
You have 1 minute.
Yeah, so I have this topic maybe can explain for the uh, many student IPT and for uh, uh, aplikasi the objective media um, for the dakwah, for the untuk education, for untuk the perspektif Islam, so not to go to the perkara perkara for the uh, the
You done?
paper is very, I know. I hope creates any venue media a user will protective of Islamic moral.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Shafi'i Ayub.
Sorry, Prof, because I'm not good at the English.
Well, after this, you need to practice speaking in English, okay? So
Okay.
that you can communicate well with your international colleagues, counterparts. But thank you
Okay.
anyways. So let's continue with the Q&A session. Anyone from the virtual community would like to ask questions to Mr. Shafi'i Ayub? Nobody? You do know that TikTok was called by the US Congress, so it means that TikTok is very popular right now as a social media platform. So he's tying his research with any of the concepts from the Islamic perspectives. So, I don't have any questions either. I'll let you off easy this time, Mr. Shafi'i Ayub. Thank you. And selamat menyambut Ramadan Mubarak.
Shukran.
All right, let's go on to the next presenter.
Can you see the sky?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, every express. It is a great honor for me to stand here and discuss with you the cutting-edge issues in the academic field. I thank the organizers for providing us with a good communication platform to share our research results and insights. As a research worker in the field of sustainable pricing, I have deeply appreciated the complex and challenges of the field in the course for my research. However, it's these challenges and demands that motivates us to keep improving and seeking answer and broader constant impulse to achieve more and deeper research results. My research topic is sustainable pricing. The title of this study is a scientific analysis and visualizing of sustainable pricing. This study explores the four certain paths. One is a background, two is aim, 3 is lecture review, 4 is methodology, 5 is findings, 6 is discussion, 7 is conclusion. Go first. Factor is background. In recent years, with the rapid development of our social and economic, we are funded with an increased number of programs. Against this background, I believe that each of us has a responsibility and obligation to actively engage in research and the practice in the field of sustainability and to contribute to the advancement of the field of sustainable fashion. Several studies on sustainable fashion have been reported. However, there need to be more literature dealing with the systematic analysis of sustainable fashion. In addition, I believe that the future trend of sustainable fashion field will be design significant cross fairness. Driven by the trade, we need to carry out more in-depth operation and innovation in terms of research methodology, technique, means, and the model of cooperation in order to adapt to the needs and the development of the times. The part two is aim. This study aimed to be biomedical analysis and historical review to highlight recent research in sustainable fashion to predict future research habits and trends in sustainable fashion, and to summarize and analyze the shortcomings in sustainable fashion. The part three, literature review. Fashion companies, Patagonia, and Commodore introduced the concept of sustainable fashion in 1985 and 1988, respectively. Space is a full available Java application that visualize and analyze trade and patterns in the scientific literature. Goes through the four is methodology. Methodology. I need to put maybe.
Yeah.
In this part, I have a research design. I have 5 parts. One is topical choose. Two is data clean. 3 is data load. 4 is analyze. Last is conclusion. So first need to choose the topical of sustainable fashion and choose time and result the other type of have a final result. Articles is 573 and download this articles and analyze. Use the space and the vast viewer and the orange do analyze. Then have some findings. Some findings. Number 1 is a trend in the number of published. We can we can show the figure of number of published. I can aspirate a little. The number of articles published per year shows that the earliest literature referred was the first one published in 1993, and 110 articles were published by 2023. It can be seen that the amount of literature published on sustainable fashion has been growing, and it can be predicted that this is one of hotspots for sustainable future research. Two is a comparison map of countries and organizations. One is countries. Two is two picture. A is organizations. I do analyze the top 10 countries and the 10 university organization. I can show this figure. The 10 countries is in terms of the number of publications as USA, England, China, Australia, Korea, and so on. The organization top 10 organization in terms of the number of publications as all is university.
Mizu, you have 1 minute left.
Oh, 1 minute. Okay. And then I have keywords analyze. The largest properties keywords is sustainable fashion and consumption and behavior agree consumer. And then do keywords with timeline as same keyword analyze can the hotspots is consumer and sustainability and consumer behavior. The last is discussing and conclusion. Discussing finding the sustainable fashion related concepts like slow fashion, eco fashion, fast fashion, green fashion. Two is sustainable fashion production. Materials selection, production process, social responsibility, life cycle of final productor. Three is sustainable fashion skies. The last one is conclusion. Finally, as most of the current research on sustainable fashion focus on sustainable consumption. This study suggests that subsequent research on sustainable fashion could increase the number of studies from the perspectives of sustainable fashion design and sustainable production. Finally, I would like to thank the experts and the scholars for the support and the contribution of this conference. I believe that through our joint efforts and cooperation, we will be able promote the field of sustainable fashion to achieve more rapid and efficient development and make greater contribution to the progress and development of human society. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mizu.
Oh, okay.
All right. You have exceeded by about 2 minutes, so we have about 3 minutes for Q&A. Anyone in the virtual audience would like to ask questions to Ms. Wu's presentation? Okay. I'm a little bit confused with your content and presentation, so much so that I'm not able to think of a good question to ask you. But anyhow, congratulations and thank you again for presenting your paper.
Okay, thank you.
Again, let me remind the presenters, we need to see your face when you present because there are marks allocated. So gang,
okay.
You have 10 minutes, all right? 10 minutes to present.
Okay, thank you.
You may begin now.
Good morning. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my presentation. My name is Gen Wenyan, and my topic today is difference in painting styles of Malaysian Chinese artists in different periods. I'm going to divide this presentation into 5 parts, which are introduction, literature review, method, resource and discussion, and conclusion. Firstly, the introduction. Batik as an ancient Malaysian craft, it usually involved deciding a part on the surface of the fabric and repeating the process of waxing and dyeing to produce handmade batik-braided fabrics. This method contributes a new decorative technique to fabric printing. Once the batik process has attracted the interest of artists due to this excellent resistance to aging. Chai Tianting, as the father of batik through continuous experimentation and improvement, has upgraded batik from a traditional craft to an artwork with cultural significance and national characteristics. The cultural environment has a significant impact on shaping the individual-centered identity and artistic characteristics of artists. The diversity of Malaysian art stems from the multiracial cultural background of Malaysian society, which enriched the artist's ideological beliefs, lifestyles, and creation. Therefore, due to the influence of life experience, educational background, and social environment, the batik paintings of the 3 generations of the Chai family show different ways of expression. And in the presence of inheriting innovation and replanting batik painting, they have formed their own painting language. With regard to the literature review, this section will be divided into 2 factors for data collection, which are about batik paintings and the Chai Tianting family, according to
Ms. Gang, excuse me, can you move your slides, please? Your slides are not moving to the exact page.
Oh.
Yeah, thank you. Why don't you put it on presentation mode?
Oh, can you see?
Yes. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Now can I continue my presentation?
Please do. Thank you.
Okay. According to the literature, there are many studies on Malaysian batik, and most of them focus on the use of batik in clothing or industry. On the other hand, studies on batik painting have focused on painting elements such as pattern and form. Malaysian batik's art is a symbol of national culture and shows the artist's sense of art and identity. However, as mentioned by scholars, the current batik art is not well publicized and documented and lacks innovation. Therefore, the study of batik painting should keep abreast of the times and enrich the research perspectives by applying different theoretical frameworks and disciplinary knowledge so that more people can understand batik and pass on the art medium. The Gy Tending family has inherited the technique of batik paintings for 3 generations, forming a relatively complex recreative system, which provides research conditions for studying the development and change of batik paintings and helps to compare the styles and expressions of batik works by artists of different periods. Based on the above research, this paper adopts a qualitative research approach to visually analyzing the works of Gy Tending and his children and grandchildren, a total of 5 artists. Purposive sampling was used to directly select the sample range. The data from the catalog of exhibitions, the pioneer and his legacy, 3 generations, held a Earham Gallery in 2016, which included 13 batik works. The analyzed precincts will be guided by Feldman's art criticism theory, which provides a brief description of the artworks and through the analysis of elements such as artistic form, composition, and theme, explains the artist's inner control attributes and ideological convenience and evaluates the artworks. The study focuses on how 3 generations of Chinese artists have inherited and shaped the long range of painting in the creation of batik paintings, and explores the influence of the cultural environment on them. Through analyzing certain artworks, this paper will explore the expressive styles and cultural attributions of Chinese artists in different periods and understand the influence of context on art. Based on the research data, as can be seen from the table, the sample size of this study totally 13 paintings from 5 artists. Firstly, they will be categorized into first generation, second generation, and third generation Chinese based on their family relationship. The results of the study show that the 3 generations of batik artists of the Gy family have different ways of expression and painting styles at different times. The first generation is represented by Gy Tending, whose works reflect the local figures and the life of the masses in Malaysia, combining Chinese and Western painting techniques in the use of colors and shapes. The second generation compared to the first generation, their subjects are more casual and unrestricted, most common things in daily life, and they all followed the study about crisis in Malaysia at that time. So they had the opportunity to come into contact with artists, concepts, and methods of different countries. In the third generation, the artist's work concentrated on the local scenery of Malaysia, but the difference is that there is a clear change in the style of expression. During this period, the batik painting technique was refined and the artist was able to control the distribution, shape, and color of the ice cracks, which greatly enhanced the decorative aesthetics of the images. Overall, as Malaysian Chinese artists, the 3 generations of the Gy family have persisted in painting down and shaping the batik art at different times, and due to the influence of cultural environment, life experience, and the national identity, they have various understandings and expressions of the paintings. From the initial focus on emphasizing cultural significance to the later exploration of techniques, and finally to the diverse choice of styles. Batik painting as an artistic medium has been constantly enriched and improved. As the emergence of batik paintings as a form of Malay cultural heritage has given the artists a unique cultural identity, the motif and the design are closely related to Malaysia's traditional aesthetics and cultural beliefs. Therefore, the inheritance of batik paintings has the significance of expression and communication with further generations. The significance of this study is to promote the batik painting art and make more people know about this cultural heritage. Moreover, batik as a product of multiculturalism and ethnic harmony helps to confirm the sense of belonging and cultural identity of Chinese artists. Also, the sample size of this study is relatively single and narrow. The results of the study cannot summarize the discovering trend of batik paintings in the home period, which is a certain limitation. However, further research can expand the sample selection to analyze and appreciate the works of other artists. Finally, I would like to thank Dr. Wang Samyati and Dr. Zain for their careful guidance and comments. This concludes my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Gang. So, and congratulations for keeping to the time of 10 minutes. Now, if you were to convert this project into a proper research investigation or study, how would you measure the promotion part of batik to the rest of the world?
Maybe I think we can expand the research about batik paintings because apart from the chai painting, Malaysia has also many batik painters. I think in the future time,
That's true.
Yes.
There are many batik painters. Okay, yeah. Let's open the Q&A session to our virtual participants. Anyone? Just shoot your question. We have about 2 minutes left. All right, if we don't have any inquiries from the other participants, again, share, Ms. Gang, thank you.
Thank you.
Let's go on to the next presenter. Paper number 4, Associate Professor Wu Weng Chao. Are you around?
Yes, Professor. Thank you. I share my screen.
Thank you. So Associate Professor will present knowledge map on construction of ceramic tableware design.
Good morning, everyone. It's a great honor.
Morning.
Can you hear?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. It's a great honor to share my research with you. And my name is Wu Wen Chao, and my presentation is divided into 4 parts. And my topic is the knowledge map on construction of ceramic tableware design. First, it's about the introduction. Over the last few decades, reviews on ceramic tableware design have focused on the direction of ceramic technology and the industry, lack on provide a complete description of the research progress, research methods, and the latest research achievements in ceramic tableware design. This research aimed to reveal key hotspots and new trends that have influenced the ceramic tableware design research over the past 2 decades in China. Second is the methodology. This research adopts a literature-based cytometric analysis method, the mapping knowledge domains. The research based on the China National Knowledge Infrastructure database. The research period extended from 2003 to 2023, and a total of 347 articles were obtained. After data cleaning and merging literature and duplication, 326 valid articles were collected. Using the site-space software was utilized to input those 326 valid articles for statistical analysis. And this is the findings and the discussion. From the figure 1, illustrates the time contributions of research outcomes on ceramic tableware design from 2003 to 2023. There are 4 stages to the research on ceramic tableware design in China. The stage 1 represents the initial phase between 2003 and 2008, with 2006 and 2008 having the fewest, just 5 relevant publications. The stage 2 represents the period of development, which from 2009 to 2015, there was a significant increase in the amount of relevant literatures. In 2013, there was 27 published articles. The third stage is from 2016 to 2021. Characterized by intense fluctuations. 2018, there was only 10 articles, while in 2021, the number peaked at 35. The fourth stage represents a decline stage occurring between 2022 and 2023. Since 2021, there has been a gradual decline in the annual publication. This decline indicated that the field of Chinese ceramic tableware design has faced a particular challenge in its development. Addressing the challenge of overcoming achieving progress is a pressing issue that requires attention. The knowledge mapping can help in identify the distinguished authors in the field, providing valuable insights into its development network. The figure 2 shows the author, the co-author, the research on the co-author of ceramic tableware in CNKI. The progress in the academic field largely depend on collaboration among researchers. The connection between authors is quite loose because only a part of the cooperative networks exist, as see on the pictures. And the distribution density is very low. Considering the number of articles published by scholars, it is evident that there are very few prolific authors. This leaves opportunity for young scholars to further delve into the design and the research of ceramic tableware. In order to further investigate the main authors of the study, the table 1 lists the top 10 cited ceramic tableware articles. These widely cited publications are important for in-depth research in the field of ceramic tableware design. The citation relationship between the author and the database is important for conducting a comprehensive analysis of ceramic tableware design and establishing a research network in this field. The keywords are fundamental vocabulary that summarize a specific research field, enabling us to understand the trend and the cutting-edge development within the research topic. The figure 3 shows a knowledge graph of research keywords for ceramic tableware during the 2 decades. The cluster identified are arranged in descending order of frequency as follows, like the ceramic tableware design, the anti-dumping, and etc. The figure 4 illustrates how the ceramic tableware research clusters have evolved using a graphical timeline created in SciSpace. The literature collection generates several important clusters based on the interconnection between keywords. The duration of each important cluster varies. Among these clusters, the most prominent are the ceramic tableware and the design and the anti-dumping and the traditional culture. These 4 clusters indicated from the 2 decades. They constitute the main research focus in this field. The figure 5 shows the determine the representative keywords from the list of highly cited publications. The study reviews the top 21 keywords as I listed in the left. The ceramic tableware, the formaldehyde and melamine, the green design, and the current state of research, and etc. The research hotspots can be classified into 3 distinct phases by merging the figure 4 and the figure 5. During the initial phases from 2006 to 2011, the scholars primarily researched the safety and the environmental impact of ceramic tableware. This research primarily centered around the ceramic tableware itself, focusing on selecting environmental friendly materials for ceramic tableware, such as the free of the formaldehyde and melamine and also the green design.
You have 1 minute.
During the second stage, which spanned from 2012 to 2018, design principles were incorporated into ceramic tableware. Scholars during this period primarily concentrated on the artistic examination of ceramic tableware, including aspects such as the form of expression, aesthetic, the package design, and the daily ceramics. In the third stage, which took place from the 2019 to 2023, the scholars reached on the design and decorating of a ceramic diningware, focusing specifically on design innovations. And this is my conclusion. First is the innovative design process. The research have shown that the innovative design process are at the core of advancing ceramic tableware design. Second is sustainability practices. The research results highlights the trend of a sustainable development in ceramic industry. The third is the cultural significance. The research emphasizes the importance of cultural heritage in ceramic tableware design and demonstrates how contemporary design draws inspiration from historical and cultural backgrounds. Lastly is the research prospects that highlights the unknown area of ceramic tableware research, especially in areas such as material science innovation and the application of intelligent technology in daily tableware, and in-depth research on consumer preferences. Thank you very much.
Thank you, AP Wu. All right, audience, do you have any questions for AP Wu? All right, if you don't, I do have a couple of questions. Can we say that ceramic tableware design is an inclusive and a very exclusive area?
Inclusive. Sorry, Professor. Professor,
It is only a few number of people would be able to be categorized as a ceramic tableware designer. Would you say that?
No, it's just from the literature review. There's not many literature review talking about the ceramic tableware design, but there have some talking about the ceramic design. But focus on the tableware design, there's not much to the literatures talking about the design process or something, the innovations, something like that.
So that is indeed a very exclusive area.
Yeah.
So that's what I meant for the first question.
Yes.
My next question is, do you know of any Malaysian who is famous for designing tableware, ceramic tableware?
I'm not very familiar with the Malaysia ceramicist.
Okay, that's okay. Thank you. So
Okay,
you're off the hook, AP Wood.
Okay,
谢谢。
thank you, 谢谢.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go on to the next presenter, Nur Shahida Zainal Abidin. Could you put up your slides? Your project is on waste materials as a sustainable medium in contemporary arts, an analysis of Malaysian artists' creative practices. So if you are ready, you can start presenting. 10 minutes, all right? Keep to the time. Thank you.
All right. Can you see the slide, my slide?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Is this in the slideshow mode? Right.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Okay. Assalamualaikum and very good morning to all, to Madam Chairman and also all the participants. My name is Murshida binti Zainal Abidin. I will present this paper along with my other team member, which is Nik Shahida, Wan Samiati, and also Wiwik Sri Wulandari. Okay, this is the title of my research, which is Waste Material as a Sustainable Medium in Contemporary Art and Analysis of Malaysian Artists' Creative Practices. So this paper discusses about the integration of environmental factors into creative representation, focusing only for Malaysian artists in 2D and 3D artworks that utilize waste and recyclable material as a medium. Highlighting artists that competent at converting varied waste form into fascinating artworks. So by using a qualitative method, I use Feldman theory to analyze the paper and acknowledging the potential for art to contribute to change and encouraging sustainability consciousness in Malaysia. So the main objective of this research is to study the integrations of environmental factors into creative representation and also analyzing the selected artwork to comprehend their content and context using Feldman theory. So these are how the Feldman theory is. First, I select the artists that are relevantly or consistently use waste material in the artwork, and also artwork analysis, selected work, and describe the artwork, analyze, interpret, and give a judgment. All right, so basically, when we talk about sustainable medium, we go for pollution, right? We know about the pollution is one of the major significant threats to human well-being and to the Earth's natural resource. So the environment, the term environment refers to the everything around us. It could indicate living or non-living. So the pollution impacts to the world or the humanity is modest and progressive over time, limited effectiveness of awareness, behavior, and effort. So waste challenge give high population density, dependency of on landfill, difficulty in implementing alternative solutions like combustion zones. So the environmental issues, according to the Compendium of Environment Statistics, Malaysian scheduled waste increased by 4.5% to 7.5% metric ton in 2021 from 718.5.2 million ton in 2020. So Selangor, Perak, Johor contribute to the highest proportions to the total. So based this, the environmental effect, insufficient waste management practice indirectly contribute to the repetitive disasters such as flood. So according to Departments of Environment, research out 144 rivers basin analyzed, 75% were clean, 2.1% somewhat contaminated, and 4.9% polluted in 2021 compared to 2020 data. So basically, when we talk about waste pollution, anything that makes our environment harmful or unpleasant for living organism. So mismanaged waste, leading cause of hundreds of thousands preventable deaths yearly in developing nation. Plastic waste was the most dangerous waste that exacerbates issues. Okay, types of waste like we know air, land, garbage, beach, and plastic pollution. Report finding municipal waste often remains uncollected in poor countries. So pollution threatens people, animal, plants, and ecosystem. So responsibility for waste management shared among various government agencies, academic institutions, and NGOs in Malaysia. So when we talk about waste material, the most common types of waste were household garbage, plastic packaging, scrap metal, paper and cardboard, food waste, construction debris, electronic waste, e-waste, or textile and clothing, glass bottle and jar, hazardous material like chemical or battery. So improper waste disposal and ineffective plastic management in Malaysia cause environmental and health problem. Solution: establish a closed loop plastic recycling system based on circular economics principle. So emphasize the urgent needs to address the environmental impact of plastic waste. So importance of exploring sustainable alternative to reduce adverse effects. So this is where come how through arts, there is several artists in Malaysia who are using waste as a media and medium in their artwork. Okay, so many art projects and exhibitions promote recycling awareness, focus on environmental themes, showcasing advanced technology and masterpiece. So SW Corp is one of the company in Malaysia which provides a platform for artists and the public to create art from discarded goods. The Waste to Art competition started in 2016 until now aims to raise awareness of the value of repurposed items. It also aligns with the 12 Sustainable Development Goals, SDG, aiming to reduce recyclable production by 2030 through recycling and waste management for sustainable development and environmental well-being. So the goal is foster artistic appreciation and prompt action on environmental issues. Upcycling gaining traction by repurposing material to reduce landfill waste. So in this research, I select 6 which are in their media and medium on creating their creative work. So number 1 is Nortijan Firdaus. So she used e-waste. Okay, so the title of the artwork is Climate Change is Real, World Peace Relief, E-Waste Assemblage 2020. So the content of this artwork is she discussed about the environmental issues. So e-waste nowadays is we everyday use electronic waste as our media. We use electronic, right? So the e-waste is one of the most new waste that we have nowadays. So Nortijan used a subject matter of a small little girl to represent the idea, which is that represent or she portray the young generation nowadays. Okay, Second one is William Kung. He is a sculptor. He used a lot of scrap metal waste, and this is one of his work, Oriental by Hornbill. It is a public sculpture. It is from car parts and scrap metal, and this artwork was produced in 2022. So the content of the artwork is based on eco art. So William Q is one of the sculptors that use scrap metal and produce an artwork in a large scale. Okay, the third one is Muhammad Razif. Razif Rati. This is also one of the artists in Malaysia that use compressed HDPE plastic waste as a medium to produce his sculptural work. So this artwork title was The Last Hope, Public Sculpture, which is large scale. He used detergent bottles, and this work was produced in 2019. So the contents of the artwork is consumer issues effects of pollution. So as we know, everyday life we use detergent as a media to wash our shirts and laundry, right? So this bottle is hard to expose. So Razif used this material to create his artwork. Okay, the fourth one, Arnisa Abdullah. Okay, based on these three work, this is all 3D works. Okay, move to Malaysian artists who use 2D artworks. Okay, the first one, this one is Anisa Abdullah. She is very talented artist that use paper waste in her artwork. So
Shida, you have 1 minute.
Okay. So the artwork is use paper collage. The title is Renjes, and this is the latest of her work, which is was produced in 2023. The content is culture, landscape of decaying buildings. The second one is Hidawati Amin. This is also the artist that use fabric in all of her arts creation. So she used discarded fabric waste. This title is Pink Dotted Garden, Stitching and Embroidery Plastic. This is also the latest artwork that she has exhibited. So the idea is based on nature and landscape. So last one is Shida Zaina, which is myself. I also create an artwork using waste material. This is this too is a painting, but mine is a printmaking. So I use Tetra Pak waste, which is the beverage waste, used as a medium to creating artwork. This is my artwork was produced in 2022. So my idea is about human behavior. All right. So what I can say that renowned Malaysian artists utilize a wide range of recycled materials showcasing creativity and innovation. Each material contributes unique qualities to the artist's expression, expanding traditional artistic form. So recycling art serves as a teaching tools to raise awareness, especially among youngsters. Engaging with the artists highlight the transformative potential of waste in art and promotes environmental awareness. Artistic initiative with discarded materials influence audience, emphasizing the importance of recycle and environment conservation through art. So this effort could be a stepping stone for the public to see destruction from a better perspective through the lens of creative expressions. And it is an artist's effort to save the earth. Apart from the competition, art galleries plays a role as they allow artists to specialize in using discarded material as their medium and platform. And I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Roshida. All right, we have about 3 minutes. Anyone would like to ask Roshida questions about her project presentation? Okay, I do have one question though.
Yeah.
Why did you use pals for your paintings?
What? Can you repeat, Prof?
Why did you use pals for your painting?
pause. What's that? Sorry.
Chicken and duck.
Oh, okay, chicken and duck. Okay, because of that it represents the human behavior. Sometimes in doing the we can see that I'm not portray human as itself. So I use a metaphor of duck and chicken to represent the human behavior about this Malay culture. Yes.
How can you associate human behavior with a chicken's behavior or a duck's behavior?
Actually, this is one of the other works, but most of the in Malay culture, we say that Siri itik pulang petang. It's like in Malay, we need to follow the elders.
I see.
We need to follow the elders. It's a metaphor of itik pulang petang. Actually, we can see the pattern, but I not use the pattern, but I use the subject itself as a metaphor of the idea of if itik pulang petang, follow the elders about doing goods. Yeah.
Yep, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Even with music, for the Malay culture, we have songs like Kenek Kenek La Ude. So it is associated to animals. All right, thank you, Roshida. Wonderful.
Welcome. Thank you.
Let's move on to the next presenter, Muhammad Danish Rifki bin Lukman. Are you around?
Yes, Prof. Can you hear me, Prof?
Yep, put up your slides.
All right. Firstly, Prof, I want to apologize because my English is not too smooth, but I will present in English lah. So
you sound good enough for now.
For now.
Okay, so you have 10 minutes, all right?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Muhammad Danish Rifki bin Lukman from UiTM Cawangan Arau. So I want to present Islamic psychospiritual as holistic therapy for online gaming addiction, expert perspective. Actually, my study is about how to heal online gaming addiction through psychospiritual, which is expert perspective. So online games are connected through internet access, play through various electronic mediums, and are multiplayer, according to Frida Devi Chandranita 2020. It can also be accessed directly online as provided by the game developer. Because game patterns change with the time and current trends, online games are now more in focus and many are user choice regardless of age and gender differences. At the beginning of its appearance, online game is played to fill free time and release a tiring day at work. However, now it has become an addiction. According to Zhu et al. 2012 refers to gaming disorder related to problematic, repetitive and compulsive use of online game platform that contributes to severe disability over a prolonged period. This symptom harms the player, and if not dealt with it, it will cause harm to the players from a social aspect. Today's online game addiction involved screens and gadget has opened up to boundless space and human mind. According to Shahirah Rafi and Nur Hikmah Mubarak Ali, a world without borders can be boundless space and human mind. And it's seen as a phenomenon capable of changing all forms of thought, lifestyle, and human behavior. So previous studies have shown that the online game addiction can have psychological and psychosocial implications for the players. Among the adverse effects of online games, player experiencing psychological problems such as depression, anxiety, and experience physical problems such as changes in rest, sleep patterns, and suicide attempts. It is according to Bonnet and Baptista 2019. It must be feared because these changes, action, and problems can be a starting point and a challenge to society, especially in our culture and moral formation. Although this issue has been studied a lot, specific treatment is still lacking and require a broader study. It is according to Wang et al. 2019. Therefore, this article discuss about holistic therapy guided by Islamic psychospiritual according to the perspective of experts in dealing with the problem of online gaming addiction. So overall, this discussion will focus on symptoms, effects, addiction factors, and solutions of the Islamic psycho-spiritual approach. So we will go for background studies. There is three main point or what we call as a keyword lah. It is addictive behavior, online game addiction, and Islamic psycho-spiritual. So behavioral addiction. The study of behavioral addiction is a hotly debate of this topic today. It is a concept of non-substance related addiction or behavior that describe the same syndrome as substance addiction, but with a focus on specific behaviors similar to substance use addiction. It is according to Walter et al. On 2012. So behavioral addiction is also described as a deterioration of individual function and incompatibility caused by abnormal behavior of specific behavior. If left untreated, it will cause harm to the user. Online game addiction. Online game addiction, according to Wan Muhammad Yusof and Yaakob et al. 2021, is classified as one of the psychosocial aspects of playing computer and digital game that is most often debated nowadays. So according to WHO, addiction to online game is a behavior addiction, and it has been classified by WHO as a tendency towards mental illness. It's seen as a lack of self-control when a person spends so much time looking at the device and also playing online games for an extended period that they ignore the daily routine. As a result, it affects daily activities and can harm social aspect due to the priority given to online games without any control over them. So we will go for Islamic psycho-spiritual. Islamic psycho-spiritual is two combined from the words psychological and spiritual that carry the meaning of thinking or study of mental processes and spiritual thinking from Islamic perspective. It is according to Cik Zarina Sa'ari et al. 2021 and Muhammad Rushdan Muhammad Jailani and Ahmad Bukhari Osman 2015. According to Siti Nora Afifah Hashim, this spiritual is an alternative to treating the soul, which is divided into spiritual, which is lust, spirit, and heart. Also mental, feelings, and behavior, which is morality based on Islamic practice guided by Quran and Hadith, and practices by scholar by the precious and knowledge that does not conflict with Sharia. So Islamic psycho-spiritual approach is seen to be able to control players who have difficulty controlling online game addiction. This therapy is seen as appropriate in line with Rafi'ah Saidon, and where this said, psycho-spiritual therapy has been recognized for its ability to deal with various types of mental illness suffered by patients. So we will go for research objective. Number one is identifying the problem of online game addiction according to expert perspective, and number two is identifying Islamic psycho-spiritual practice to deal with online game addiction according to expert perspective. So we will go for research methodology. This study includes a qualitative theoretical study on grounded method. The study uses qualitative research through purposeful interview, and also the study was conducted with the study participant who included with expert consisting of 7 people, including psychiatrist, psychologist, counselor, and lecturer, which is at a public university in Malaysia. So this slide show the findings that I have collected through the interview view expert perspective lah. So the table number 1 show formation of team and sub-team. We can see number 1, team number 1, individual symptom of online game addiction. So the sub-team is inability to socialize, inability to control emotion, inability to control time, and lack of self-control. So we will go for sub-team number 1, inability to socialize. What respondent 2 have said, the person addicted to this online game is more himself with the screen. So he tends not to speak because he is facing the screen. So the effect of this will be that in the long term. He will have less social communication. He is not good at talking to the people because he faces the screen too much. Sub-team number 2, inability to control emotion. Respondent 1 said a person will feel sad, restless, uncontrollably when bored, when he cannot play, as if something is wrong. It means that playing is mandatory in the context of this online game. Respondent 3 and Respondent 5 have said maybe he will have an emotional breakdown, emotional disturbance from the point of feeling anxious, feeling restless, anxiety, and so on when he does not to get what he wants and is or addicted to online game. And respondent number 6 have said if he leaves gadgets or online games, he will feel an emotional mess. This emotional disorder means that he cannot show himself as a normal person with positive emotion, but he is easily bouncy. When he is tired, he will be easily angry and tempered.
Danish, you have 1 minute, Danish.
Okay,
you have 1 minute.
So this shown about addictive effect of online game, cheating, spiritual neglect, neglect of responsibility and daily routine, dietary pattern change. Team of number 3 is factor involved with online gaming addiction. Sub-team, their sub-team is less control from parents, lack of self-control, peer influence, influence of social media, environmental influence, lack of religious understanding, gadget and internet access, visual and graphic. And team number 4 is Islamic psycho-spiritual therapy for dealing with online gaming addiction. As we can see, as sub-team number 1 is preservation of basic worship, which is prayer, read Al-Quran, pray, fasting, and so on. Number 2, number 3, and number 4 is about concept of ihsan, concept of itqan, and concept of Islamic sports. So I'm sorry for lack of time. So we will go faster. Also for the discussion, based on the findings of the study, it can be concluded that online game addiction is detected when a person has this symptom. It hurts human psychology and psychosocial. This negative effect is similar to the findings of WoS and Baptista, what I have said before. So for the conclusion, based on expert opinion, the Islamic psycho-spiritual approach that can help in dealing with the problem of online game addiction is the preservation of bare worship, the appreciation of concept ihsan, itqan, and the way of concept Islamic sports therapy. Therefore, the study suggests that these 4 solutions be used as a basis for strengthening individual spirituality. So for the conclusion, the issue of online gaming is a challenging issue to address because it is difficult to control. It can be said that due to the variety of factors in the findings of study, it has changed the lifestyle of the community and finally plunged them into online game addiction. So as a result, various adverse effects appear can interfere psychological and also psychosocial with human life. Therefore, this psycho-spiritual approach is proposed to deal with the problem of online game addiction. I think hopefully this approach can be a support system to reduce and deal the problem of online gaming addiction to us. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Danish. All right, those from the virtual floor, would you like to ask questions to Danish on digital addiction? We have about 2 minutes left before we proceed to the last presenter. Well, I have questions. Danish, would you say that this is an escalating problem in Malaysia?
Do you hear me?
Yeah. What's your response?
Can you please repeat the question?
Would you say that digital addiction is an escalating problem in Malaysia?
I think yes, but it's not so famous right now. But in the global, WHOs have said yes to this problem.
Okay.
But okay, that's all.
I have another question. In your opinion, if you were to segregate by gender and age range, how would you respond to those who are digitally addicted to online gaming?
Actually, when we say about difference of gender and age, you said before, right?
Yeah.
Through the perspective of expert, they have said that gender tak memberi kesan sebab ramai orang yang dah terjebak dengan online game addiction tanpa mengira their age or gender.
Okay. All right.
This is according to expert perspective.
Okay, it would be good if you have numbers. All right. Thank you, Danish. That was an eye-opener, a good insight on digital addiction.
Thank you.
Okay, we have come to the last presenter, Dr. Khairunisa Abdul Samad from UiTM Malacca.
Yes, Prof.
Could you put up your slides, please? All right, Dr. Khairunisa, you have 10 minutes to present, 5 minutes for Q&A.
Okay, Prof. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning to our respected chairperson, Professor Dr. Rugayah. Okay, my name is Khairunisa Abdul Samad from UiTM Malacca. So my research is about diagnosing the well-being of gig workers in Malaysia using a viable system model approach. So basically, can my slide move?
No.
Okay, sorry.
Yes.
Right. So basically, my study to assess the well-being of gig workers using viable system model. So my method using qualitative methodology through online interviews, semi-structured online interviews, and we found some issues from this viable model. Okay. Right. Okay. So for the introduction, let me introduce you some about the gig workers. Okay. So some people would recognize is online labor. Some people recognize is a gig person, and some says as platform worker. Okay. So this is the global online labor index. It's just to show that you since the COVID-19, the gig workers become so famous. Okay. But for our Malaysia database, it's quite hard to get the database. So the recent statistics shows that over 100,000 new individuals, okay, participate in gig economy. Okay, either become the delivery or you become the driver. Okay, so it is as of 2023. Compared to 2022, it's just 260 something. Okay, so this meaning to show the gig workers, the people who are interested to be part of the gig workers become more is rising. Okay, right. So this is a problem. When we're talking about the gig workers, lots of attention being centered to the worker because some says that Malaysia legislation need to protect the gig workers' needs. Okay. This because the gig workers is not defined under workers under the Deputy of Minister, meaning that the gig workers is not protected under the labour protection, okay, in Malaysia, right? Hence, the other more problem is because this work is very precarious, meaning that their saving is not consistent, so they don't have income security, and our policies are still not under the labour protection. Okay, but like there's lots of policies also the Malaysia introduced to help the gig workers. Okay, so there are no career advancements. If you become the delivery, all the time you become delivery, right? If you become the driver, you just become driver. There is no such things as that. You become doctor, associate professor, or professor, career advancement. Okay, and then insurance, there are no protection, meaning that while you become the gig worker, you have to insure yourself, not protected under the company you being a gig to. Okay. So the problem here, the research questions is that the employees of the gig workers are itself under the precarious state. Okay. So what are the issues and challenges, and what are kind of policies that supporting the gig workers? So our aims to assess the well-being of gig workers, is it sustainable using the model. Okay, so this model we call Viable System Model, VSM. So we interview some relevant authorities such as EPU, MDEC, and also the platform association. Okay. All right. So we using the Viable System Model, why we use this? Okay. When we are talking about something fundamental, there is no statistics, there's no database, there's no secondary data. Okay, we want to know the organization, is it sustainable or not? So this is the one of the best model, Viable System Model. Is it viable, this system? Is it this gig worker viable? So there are five, basically there are six, okay? The five mentioned, okay? Number one is policy, okay? So through policy, responsible to establish purpose. Do gig system backup by the policy? This is a kind of question. Number two, intelligence. Is there any intelligence system inside this system? Okay. What is intelligence? To collect information from the external environment, disseminates relevant system information. Okay. The third one, to control, responsible, conveying directions from the policy maker. Okay, from number one to number two. So this is the controls, kind of audit, some sort of that. Okay. Number four, coordination, responsible coordinating. Okay, the implementation all through this system. Is there any coordination between this system, policy, intelligence, control, and also the implementation? What is implementation? Basically, the operational. So in this case, operational is the gig system. Okay, so do the gig system, this is question. Do our gig workers in Malaysia viable? Is it viable? So we will confirm through this 5 implementation. So when we confirm all this, and there's something that is loopholes, and that what we call environment. Okay. So basically, this is the model, the blank one. Okay. Number 5. Okay, we start from the policy, and then intelligence, control. Okay. So is there any coordination between them? So this is the implementation. So after we go through some library analysis, websites, and policies, and we conducted the interviews. So this is what we found out. Okay. So under the policy maker, all right, EPU and MOF play a very important roles. Okay, inside the system. So EPU introduced a book, okay, how to back up all those gig system, gig workers, okay. But still there is no such thing that labor protection for the gig workers, okay. So under system 4, we check that still EPU and WoS, Department of Statistics plays the important roles in providing the intelligence or database or information. Okay, but the database and statistic is still under their collection, meaning that there is no still in progressing. Okay, so this kind of thing that there's no data, this what we call environment. We put under the loophole. Okay, so the third system is government ministry. So this is the control one. Okay, who's control the gig workers? So basically, all the government ministries related. Okay, and then the system two about the operation, the coordination. Sorry, coordination. So coordination still government agencies, MDEC, HRDF. Okay, they're together. Okay, to support the gig workers. So some of MDEC will provide skills. Okay, for them to upgrade themselves rather than become gig workers ever. Then they have skill to become entrepreneurs. Okay, to advance themselves. Okay, so under the last one, implementation. So these are the gig workers operation. Okay, online platform, the vendor. So meaning that if you are usual or you are always using Grab, then you know you are the customer, and then you order from the Grab, so the Grab delivered the info to the vendor. So the riders and the gig workers will deliver to you the foods. Okay, so this is the about the e-hailing food riders. Okay, so gig workers are so many. So my study focus on the delivery. Okay, food e-hailing delivery rider. Okay, so while through all these systems, these are the concern under the environment. What the loopholes? One of the concern is their trips ataupun upah fare trips always is not consistent. Somehow the Grab and the Food Panda exploit them. Okay, so they don't have income security, no saving, such thing. Okay, and then the most issues that halal and non-halal issue. Okay, if the delivery riders opts for the halal food, tak banyak, okay, not many orders, okay, will come to them, so this will increase their income. Okay, some sort of that lah. Okay, so these are the things. So in conclusion, overall, viable system model useful tool to understand the gig system, okay, for the gig workers in Malaysia. Okay, because this is very fundamental. There's no database, there's no info. So we need to do some sort of interview, go deep. Okay, so there is more great clarity and consistent in the policy. We need that. Okay, regulation. In establishing the sustainable gig system, some concerns must be addressed. For example, income security. Okay, so what kind of protection ataupun policy that protect our gig workers in terms of their income, okay, to improve themselves from B40 become M40 and such. Okay, life protection, do they have insurance? Okay, how they protect themselves if there is rainy day, such as sick, okay, cannot be rider, how can they get the income? Okay, so in terms of legal framework, labor protection, okay, and then this halal issue, and lastly retirement plans. So if we are like a worker, employees, we do have some money, we put aside some saving. If we don't have pension, we buy house for our retirement plans. Okay, but for them, if there's no saving, if they just kais pagi makan pagi, kais petang makan petang, and how do I want to ensure their income security? So there is need more policies and some sort of regulation to help to sustain the gig system. So that's all for me, Prof. Thank you so much. Thank you,
right.
Okay.
Thank you, Dr. K. That was, again, a very insightful study. May I ask the people from the virtual audience, do you have any questions for Dr. K? Very good. I have a thumbs up from Murshida. All right. If I don't have any questions either. So thank you, Dr.
Okay,
K.
thank you. Thank you so much, Prof. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you, everyone. And to my Muslim counterparts, have a good Ramadan. Pass over to you, Prof. Yusuf Kamsek. Thank you.
Prof. Guy, hold on. I'd like to see all their faces just for the record. Please switch on your camera just for the record. Well, almost all are camera shy. Come on, guys. Switch on your camera. It's for the record.
I have camera issues, Prof.
including the breakout chair. All camera shy.
11-year-old Mac.
Right. Okay. This is going to be recorded. Please switch on your camera. Right. This is going to be the official group photo for the presentation. Thank you very much. Come on, guys. Right. I'll count to 3. If you do not open your camera, I hope to see you again 1st of June, yeah, for forthcoming. 1st of June, put in your diary, 1st of June. Right, thank you very much. Again, Guy, thank you very much.
Yeah,
right.
Sure.
So we'll have a short break, 15 minutes break before we meet Dr. May from Australia. All right, bye-bye. Thank you very much. I'll just leave the link on. Right, thank you.